Today it becomes official. The government plans to put forward its new anti-trade union laws. But is Brexit really at fault for this? Mick Lynch doesn't think so. Lynch has been doing his usual media round, but I noticed something unusual in his discussion with James O'Brien on LBC.
Did you realise when you supported Brexit that a Conservative government would be able to do these things?
Well, any government could do those things.
Outside the European Union?
You have sovereign power to
outside the European Union?
Yeah, you have sovereign power to make those laws.
Yeah, so you did realise that you were jeopardising potentially holiday pay, data protection rights, collective consultation, protection for pregnant workers, protection of part-time and fixed-term workers. I could go on. I did a minute ago. You can play the tape.
But all laws deriving from the European Union are then have the opportunity to be amended now.
What a surprise. Mick Lynch is right. The fact that the government has the power to pass this legislation, no matter how horrific it is, shows why Brexit was so appealing to so many. Do I agree that the government has the democratic mandate to pass this legislation? No, of course not. But this is a problem to do with democracy within the UK. It's got nothing to do with the EU. James O'Brien speaks to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people every year on his radio show. So why doesn't he see that people are sick and tired of the democratic structures within the UK? The fact is he's refusing to look at the bigger picture. The fact that Labour laws were crushed under Thatcher and never truly brought back under Blair or Brown. And whilst the issue of Brexit has given the Tories significant political capital, it doesn't explain why the centre of power is in Westminster in the first place. So what's the truth? Well, the reason why the Tories can pass such horrific legislation is due to the fact that our democratic structures are weak. Our democratic structures are not really democratic at all. If they were, we'd have the ability to effectively contest this legislation democratically. The truth is, no matter how much we protest or strike, what are we going to do when they ban the right to do both of those things? So, what's the solution? Firstly, people like James need to stop bringing up Brexit as the reason why the UK is in such a mess. Again, whilst Brexit is undoubtedly a massive problem, it doesn't explain why the UK has been in such of a mess for the last 40 or 50 years. Talking about Brexit and the EU just rehashes old problems and distracts away from the discussion. In truth, we should be having productive conversation about what a democratic future looks like in the UK. So, if you agree, check out my video on how Mick Lynch exposed the broken media coverage in the UK.